Ah, yes. It's that time. It's that time again. Distorted Reality Podcast. We're Distorted Nation Radio. Beats Reality Check TV. With your hosts, C-Core from Distorted Nation Radio and hellrzzr from Reality Check TV. With your Kevlar-coated comments, it's time to distort your reality.
All right, and here we are. We're back again. We're episode 14. And I have a special co-host, 3 of them this time. Okay, we got actually in Corey's seat, we have Adrian, and we appreciate you being here. And then right next to Adrian, we have Shawn, and we have Rope right there on the left. Hello. So this is new. You know, we're very new. We're in our first 20 episodes. We're going to do something amazing apparently at 20. I don't know what we're going to do, but you're kind of like past the middle point, you know, number 14, and
awesome.
We appreciate it. You know, it's like, I don't know what they say on like the somebody's who's dinging, interrupting me. Okay, no, I love it. Keep it going. We want to, you know, we're like, oh wow, we got people like I have like 2 friends, okay, that ever like show me. You guys have like how many people on there? Like 2, 9?
You got 4. You got 4 all of a sudden.
Let's give them some shout outs.
Yeah.
So we have Damaged Goods here, and this is episode number 14 with Distorted Reality Podcast, and it's a pleasure, guys. You know, we met you last year over the summer, and you know, we saw you at last week's festival at the Silver Dollar. Yeah, thank you for saying that because I can't get it right. You know,
Buckeye Parade.
It was a Buckeye Parade. It was a number 143. I know that. It was a first annual something, but then it was number 143 for the trivia questions.
Year of the Rabbit as well.
Year of the Rabbit.
Yeah.
Did any of you guys get any of those questions correct? I don't know if you heard the trivia with the nice, lovely ladies.
Setting up.
We did not. We were super busy.
One of them is, does anyone have a lipstick? And I was trying to get it out fast.
Oh, wow.
I left mine in my truck.
I didn't get it, so.
It's okay.
Oh, man. So, you know what? I'm just so glad that you guys were able to come out here and come to our little home studio on a Tuesday night, and
We appreciate you guys having us on. You know, this is awesome.
We're gonna get to know you a little bit, okay? Cool. So cool. You know, we're gonna tell some stories, but let's get the business out of the way first, okay? Yeah. You guys are gonna be at the 2nd annual Fabio Fest here coming up on March 11th.
We
okay?
are. Yes.
At Moonshiners Saloon, okay? And that's really cool. Can you tell me, have you ever played at Moonshiners before? Or does it be your first time?
We have. We played, in fact, the first Fabio Fest was the first time we played there.
Fabio Fest.
Okay, so last year? Okay.
Yeah, so we were at Fabio Fest number 1.
And then we went back.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you got number 2, right? So they were like, you didn't suck that bad.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Yeah.
Like, can you come back?
We weren't good enough to get the headlining spot, but that's okay.
That's okay.
We keep working.
You keep working on it. Well, I think probably the person that's just started it out there. You know, we just interviewed number 13 before you guys got here. We were just back to back today, and because we're really trying to hype this fest up. That's why we scheduled it all in one day, and really nice guy, you know, in multiple bands. And so Zach is great, and he told me about his kids, and then, you know, of course, you know, I tried to get him to talk shit about Chris, okay? Because Chris was supposed to be here tonight, and he's like, couldn't say enough good about Chris. And I'm not saying we need to keep it negative, but don't we have a story about Chris falling down sometime or anything? Roper. It's like, you know, yes, we'll give some shout outs to Chris as a good guy. Yeah. That's part of the business, okay? But
well, there's stories. So there's lots of stories. No, but yeah.
How'd you meet Chris? How about that? How did you get introduced to Chris and just the music family?
Actually, Rope's known Chris longer than any of us.
Okay,
how far back do you and Chris go?
Probably 25 years or so.
Okay.
25, about 25 years.
Shows your age.
So you know him when he was a young chap, right? And so just kind of being silly after. Did you go to school with him?
No, he was in a band called Void.
Oh, okay, so Void.
It was an iconic band. And matter of fact, Void will be at Fabio Fest II.
Okay.
and they're going to do a reunion show.
Oh,
All original members.
you know what? I made Chris a little bit younger than he is. Of course, you weren't in school. You were definitely not in school 20 years ago. Okay.
In school or cutting school.
Rope didn't go to school.
Tomato, tomato.
Yeah. Okay.
Not gonna split hairs on that one.
So that's cool. So who wants to? We'll just kind of tag team. Whoever wants to jump in. My
sure,
question is that I know you guys are a cover band, and I know that you're going to be working on some original music in the future.
In the
and
future,
that's usually what we like to feature. Not that we're snubbing anything like that. Our only thing is that, and I think we talked to you about that, is that sometimes we get tagged on YouTube, and that's the only reason. Not that you guys aren't good enough to be. And we are going to play. We're gonna cut some. We have your music, okay, but we're gonna put some of your stuff up.
Cool.
Are you gonna be recording anytime soon, or like what's happening? You do the live shows.
So right now we're strictly doing live shows right now. But plans for doing originals. Yeah,
We've been talking about it.
We've been talking. There's talk and
Maybe 20. I'm going to encourage you, to be like, just take a chance and just do one. Just do one. You don't
Got
have
good
to have,
material to do it with.
Yeah.
I've been tinkering with it.
And a lot of that material happens in the very first minutes of
just
band
noodling
practice.
around.
And Rope will come up with a guitar lick, and then
I'll jump in
Shawn
on
will
it.
jump in, then I'll jump in on.
Do you guys ever
bass
record your stuff? Just while you're
We're getting
recording?
ready to start.
We are actually going to get ready to record.
Yes.
We should be recording every single practice. We're actually in the process of. In fact, a conversation we had earlier at dinner. We're going to upgrade some equipment to be able to record everything that
Because you
happens.
never know when you're going to get a good riff, right? All of a sudden you're like,
That's what we were
can
saying.
we repeat that? And you're like,
Yeah.
actually, I didn't know what I did.
I don't know what it did.
Yeah, we just had this conversation the other
We were
day.
just talking about this.
They were telling me that I did something cool, and I'm like, well, what about what you did? And they're like, well,
I don't know what
what
it
did
did. I
I
was just
do? Okay,
playing.
we'll try. And then Rope's like, wait, I
No,
can't
that
do
was
that
it.
again.
Yeah.
That the moment was there, it was gone. So yeah, we absolutely do have
Okay.
to
Even
record.
if if you don't have professional equipment, because it's not like it's just for your own little thing. I really encourage you.
Yeah.
We have a digital recorder. Usually, cameraman Kev's on the mic, so he can't really speak. But we have this digital recorder. And it wasn't very expensive, and we put it as for a secondary sound when we're recording people.
Sure.
And I do that when I work at my job. If sometimes I record lectures and stuff, and you just put it right there. And
Yeah.
and then that way it's not really professional, but actually our stuff is because I think it is in 5. Is it in 4K, Kevin? Give me a thumbs up if I'm saying it right.
Cameras are, yeah.
Our cameras are, no, but what about my digital recorder?
Well, the digital recorder doesn't have anything to do. 4K is
Okay. I'm sorry, I'm not saying the right things. The 4K is
So-
obviously video. Okay.
We actually did record. We bought a Tascam, I think.
Yeah.
The Tascam little digital recorder. We recorded our set at the first Fabio Fest. We also
Nice.
recorded. I think Seasons Within and Gentlemen of Tragedy. They were another band that we played with
There
too.
is some.
We love Gentlemen of Tragedy. We've
Yeah.
filmed them before. They're great guys.
Graham and Polly, great guys.
Yes. So
Okay, so
that's-
good. So you have it.
We
Okay.
have it. We just need to. Here's the other thing that kind of sucks.
Tell me.
We bought a video camera
Okay.
and we had it all set up.
Okay, what happened? Did you lose it? or
Brady
did
was
you
in
drop
charge
it?
of turning it on.
I was in charge of turning it on and I dropped the ball. So
Yep, both of them.
yeah, both.
You know what? We've done that. Not necessarily. We've actually not turned something on before, but we've didn't bring enough batteries. I mean,
Yeah.
you name it.
It happens.
Yeah.
We actually had a paid gig back in the last year. It was a really big deal. I'm not going to name the band, but it was really important. And we our new GoPro. We didn't practice this 3D whatever thing ahead of time. No, we're going to just do it live, right? For a really important show that we can't ever do again. And it didn't work. You know? And then it was like, we plugged into the soundboard, and I think
No,
that.
it worked. It just I couldn't edit 360 video.
Right, we didn't know that.
Oh, okay.
So we did experimental. So it's kind of like it happens,
We
So-
took 3 GoPros in one show and not one of them got turned on.
Right. And so, okay. Well,
Yeah, Fourth of July.
you had one job, right?
Talking about that show, we did a 4th of July show.
Okay.
It's a
4th of July
private party. And
Was it this last 4th of July or the 10th
Yeah, the
before?
whole street was fucked off. Sound like a damn war zone out there.
Yeah, it was quite the interesting show. And so one of the shots that actually did work was the GoPro that we clipped to the headstock of Rope's guitar.
That's right.
Okay.
Got some really cool footage, but that was all we had.
Okay.
Then the burn up speaker from the fire car.
We walked
That was
away
real
with.
good, yeah.
That was fun.
But the thing is, you didn't know at the time. You thought it was all, you're feeling all good about yourself.
Oh yeah, we were all in costume, the whole 9 yards.
No footage. It's in your mind, right? So,
That's what they tell me.
that's good. Okay, that happens. So that's why you have volunteers. When we were at this last Saturday, this girl comes up to me, and actually she was, what's the photographer lady that was taking all the photos, the one with the big lens, and she.
Oh yeah.
she's
So
really
shout
sweet.
out to Melinda.
Yes.
Definitely, she's awesome.
So
She
talented.
takes a
good.
lot of our photos. We call on her quite a bit, and she's such a sweetheart.
Yes.
Yeah, she
does a hell of a
so
job.
shout out, hey Melinda.
Melinda. So there was a girl sitting next to her. I can't remember her name. I'm gonna try to look her up because I actually posted her on on my Instagram. So while we're talking, I'll look for her up. But she was like, oh, thinking that we were something bigger than we are. And I'm like, guess what? We're really not. But I like to go, okay. So we get volunteers, and I tell them, I said, volunteers, we. It used to be really expensive back in the day with Reality Check. Our volunteers all had a different habit, I'm like, you're expensive, and so we're like, okay, you're working for free, but I will provide your, recreational of choice, right? And so we would provide these things for them so they can do
So you
their
buy
thing.
hookers?
Whatever it takes, well,
Whoa.
and so but then they age out. If you were over 27, you always have to have a young girl, like she gets you to the front of the line, right?
Yeah.
And so when she aged out, she's like 34 now, so we can't have her around. She's too old, But we bring these photographer people in, and they volunteer for us, and we get them some exposure, and then off they go, right? And so this girl came up to us, and she was hanging out with your girl. And I said, and we got a little picture, and it's up to her. I'm not going to pursue her, And same with band people that want to get exposure. I'm like, write us. You got to really flatter Kevin, not me. He's doing all the work. I'm the one that will like you and be like, don't do this, But you really got to be just writing Kevin and going, you're amazing. That's all it takes.
Oh, there.
You're really cool, dude. And then he's like, okay, I'll film you, But Reality Check comes out once a month, and volunteers our time. And we always give one package to a band, and, everything for free. And, so we'll do something for you guys in the future, okay? But we just encourage you to. So sometimes we can't put it up. We can't put up covers on our Facebook on ours, but we could do something for you and give you all the footage, and you put it on your channel. Okay.
Perfect.
And then just, in the tagline down below, say, we're so great or something like that,
Right.
And another thing is, it's always a bonus if you shout us out. When you see us filming and we have our Reality Check shirt on, and
Definitely
you
make
guys
note of
think,
that.
you think the bartender and then the, everybody else and then not us, it's not a good
No,
look,
definitely.
But we still give you grace, even though, most of the time no one actually says our name when we're filming them, but that's okay. I'm just
now
throwing it
that-
out there.
now that
But
I
you'll
know,
be different.
yeah.
You'll be different, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Not every song, but just like one time.
Definitely Shawn. Check, right?
Yeah,
So,
I got it.
So not this next one at the Moonshiners, but maybe something in the future in the summertime, when you guys have something coming up.
We do.
Give us ahead of
we're gonna be
time.
busy.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that, right?
Yeah,
You have some other
absolutely
stuff.
do.
So maybe we can come out and give you a show and give you a full package. And we have a couple other people that we bring with us if you want our full media package. So
Sure.
because I'll be doing photos and interviews and shenanigans, and I like to get a little in between stuff and make it fun, right? Rock and roll, right?
That's it.
And
That's
so
That's right.
so what's other things besides the Fabio Fest too that's coming up?
So we have, let's talk about April 1st
Okay.
in downtown Yuba City. April 1st from 5 to 8:30ish. We are going to be playing in front of Milani Optical
We will, yes.
with our boys Pocket Full of Whiskey. And we just
Good
got
group of guys, right?
done, shout out to
Full
Jay,
of Whiskey,
Danny, and,
boys.
and Clint. Yep.
That's a Saturday, so I was just getting my
That
calendar
is a
out.
Saturday. That's
Good.
a
I'm glad it's not a
Saturday.
Tuesday at 11 o'clock. No, dude, no. It's like,
So let's talk about the last show that we did with them over at Slew House Socials. But
Oh, that was awesome.
shout out to Greg over
Slew
at Slew
House?
House.
Yeah.
like in Sacramento, Slew House?
In
No, this is
Colusa.
out in Colusa.
Oh,
In
okay.
Colusa, yeah.
Awesome place.
So we
awesome.
did what date was that? I don't know why. That's
I don't even-
was that in October? I think somewhere. In
Yeah, it had to be somewhere around there.
Would you have it on your
Yeah.
page if I did the research?
Yeah,
Yeah, it'd be on there. Yeah.
All right.
It'll be on there. Yeah. So
That was a
we
good
did
show, yeah.
did a show with Pocket Full of Whiskey. They're a 3-piece acoustic band,
And they killed it.
Oh, they
Yeah, man.
absolutely
They were
killed it.
awesome.
That's got to be. We were just talking about this.
Yeah, we were
Dinner.
just talking about this. It was a
Rope
really good
had,
show.
Rope had his one of the best
Nights.
nights behind the 6-string
That
that
he's
he's
had, yeah.
had, in, like, yeah.
So you guys were a good blend when you did the show. Were you?
yeah.
How was the lineup? Did you headline
We
or did you
headlined.
cut-
We headlined. It was
Okay.
just 2 bands, and we
Okay.
played for.
and you accompany each other well? It was.
Yeah,
It
for
was
quite a
about
while.
3 hours of music, something like that.
I pulled up some of your stuff. Is any of these pictures of advertising?
Let's see,
that?
if you go back, let's see. Where are we
I just went to
here?
pictures, photos.
Oh, pictures, photos. Sometimes we don't. So there should
be
be an
some video
event,
on there, too, I
event
think.
page somewhere over there.
Okay. Videos.
Maybe not videos. We don't have a lot. That's just that's so Damaged Goods is actually still kind of new.
Okay, we're gonna help you guys with
yeah.
getting some stuff going on. Okay, let me just tell you. You guys, just while you're doing your band practice, even if you're not going to throw out
Hey,
your
we're not even
music,
drinking that much yet.
well, you can do what you're doing now. Do your little live things, right? And you're going to say, you know what, we're going to go live for 10 minutes, and we're just going to do some shenanigans, and then just put it up there. And every day, you could just do a little whatever, and that's get your algorithms going. And do you have an Instagram page?
We don't yet. No. So this
Okay.
is
That's Adrian's
still
department.
kind of actually Rope. We've been talking. I'm just going to throw right
Oh,
over
it's
the rope.
down
here,
over the
yeah.
rope. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to like your page.
He's like, I
Okay.
just threw you under the bus here.
You're under
That's
the-
a-
you just got ran over is what he got.
So I have an Instagram page that they haven't even started, Distorted Reality Podcast, Corey, right? I mean, I do all my other Instagrams, and
Okay.
this podcast has a Facebook, but it's attached. When you do a Facebook, you can make the Instagram, okay?
Right.
It's attached, right? So he attached it, has the password, and has posted nothing, you know? I'm like, okay, so I said, when we get 20 podcasts, then I'll like do all these cool advertising. We'll just unload it all at once.
Sure.
Because I
Yeah.
didn't want to, it's too late now. I can't just
Yeah.
go back, number 14 episodes
Right,
and just like
right.
post it now. So I'm gonna wait, and you guys will be highlighted at
Thank
that
you.
point.
Thank you.
But that's how you do. You're just gonna
part
start
of the-
posting a little bit more. Like
part of the, part of
19
the
hours ago
reason-
you posted something. You got tagged in something, so that's cool.
Part of
this.
the thing I should say issue that we have is we have a ton of content and just no time to edit it. So we're actually going to bring in
I feel you on that. You guys all
We're
have
gonna
jobs
bring
and
in-
lives. You got to pay the bills, right? This is your side gig.
we're not going to announce it yet, but
Yeah, don't announce it.
We do have a guy. We have a secret weapon, and we're going to bring him in. He's going to do some
yeah.
do some stuff for
Little
us.
magic
and,
stuff for us.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah.
It's coming. It's coming.
So look
Yeah.
forward to that. Sometime in 2023, Damaged
Yeah.
Goods is going to
Very soon.
actually be on the mark, right? They're going to be on the grid a little bit more, you know?
Yeah. So we all have day jobs, so so
One
most
of the things that is hard to do, and I don't do it. Like this is one of my other little pages, right? Talks with Shell, okay?
Okay,
And
cool.
so, but I don't like to spam my little friends, okay? So you could go, and so.
Right. Yeah, okay.
So you could go like this. You can go, oh, I'm going to promote this page, and so when you go to promote it, then you can go add all your little friends, and then you ask them. You'll say, will you please like my page? And I just don't want to do that. I want them to just like it. But guess what? We got to do that because other bands are just constantly right. You ever get invited to stuff over and over, and you have to like hide their profile. You're like, you don't want to unfriend them. You just want to like put them in a timeout for 30 days. They don't know. But you're like, dude,
Yeah,
like
they
just
don't know.
make it stop. You know.
Yeah.
And so, but so that's that's something.
So,
This has been lots of different little names, by the way.
That's cool. That's
And
cool,
so,
yeah.
so okay, so you got that in the works.
So yeah, that's in the works, and so we were talking about April 1st over at Milani Optical with
Mm-hmm.
Pocket Full of Whiskey. That's going to be from 5 to 8:30 on
Okay.
Saturday, April 1st.
If you're headlining, is there going to be an event page on that?
There will be an event page.
Okay.
We're pretty good about our event pages when we actually do
Okay.
the event.
Yeah.
So true. Yeah. So that,
You know,
that's
you
something
can do
that
a
we
sub event. If somebody's even mainstreaming and it's their gig, you can do an event page just for you. and just like if they
Right.
have a main flyer, you can have your own flyer as well, as long as you don't like change it up to
Which is actually back in Rope and I were in another band called Bent Rim, and shout out to Steve, by the way. He was the drummer in that with us for a few years. We used to do that a lot. We would promote the same event just through our page, and it worked out really well. Yes, if you look up Bent Rim, that's it's been kind of sort of.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up.
Nothing has been going on for a few years.
Not for a few years, but there you are. Look at you guys younger.
So that's actually still in the same band room, right about where Shawn plays now.
Okay.
So,
Different banner these days.
yeah, different band.
What's with that beer though? Is that your style? Is that your jam? Natural?
Do you see the? Can you show him the? Yeah. So he's got. That used to be our narcotic back in the day. Natural Light. Natural Light beer.
Now you're on you got the Heineken and the Coors Light,
Yeah, we're
or
on high dollar now.
Okay. Hey, anybody?
Yeah,
are
we got
trying-
all that money.
Are we trying to get sponsorships or any hopeful sponsorships for something like music equipment?
Nice, yeah.
Like if you could have
Artist
whatever.
endorsements.
Okay.
Yeah. So
What would you
I'm
like?
gonna be. I'm actually going for the big dogs. I'm gonna
Okay.
be going for Ibanez because I play strictly Ibanez basses. So
Okay.
I'm going for that. I'm also gonna shoot for. Not sure which strings I want to go for. I'm not going to really throw it out there, but definitely, some higher end strings.
I know Coach drum equipment.
Drum equipment. Shawn
Heads.
has a Thomas set right now. So he's
Newly purchased.
yeah, it's a
Still paying for it.
beautiful set. So we're not sure what heads.
And then what
I
about,
like the Hydros heads. They're
what
really
about
good.
sticks? Right? Are they called skins? I mean,
I like the big ones. I use 2Bs.
Yeah, he's
monsters.
He's
Okay.
big,
Yeah.
huge tree trunks.
And I
we call them.
snapped 3 pair when
wait,
we
did
played.
you did last week? I saw it
Yeah,
on
I
the
snapped
ground.
3
Right?
pair.
I almost
Yeah.
grabbed one. I wanted to
Yeah.
be a fangirl, but then somebody else picked it up. So I was like,
I snapped
okay.
3 pair in 4 songs.
Wow, that's good.
So-
So you
Well,
make sure
it's
you
just
bring.
I gotta stop working out so much. I
Okay.
guess.
All right. Impressive. Jeez. And then
And Rope plays. He's got a custom Les Paul, and he plays through. What's your other equipment that you use?
HX Stomp. I have a HX Stomp, and also have a oh shoot, my
Head Rush.
head rush.
His head rush. Yeah.
Head Rush. Yeah.
Yeah, so Gibson Les Paul and HX Stomp and Head Rush and picks I use.
Oh yeah. So we use the Dunlop
Dunlop
point
88s.
point 88. So we use the same
Okay.
picks. I actually pick. I'm a picker. I'm not a plucker, is what they say. And,
I hear ya.
and I'll give Zach Johnson. He always gives me shit for that. So I love him. Love you, Zach. But you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna use a pick. Damn it.
hey, Kev, cameraman Kev, can you hear me? Turn this light off through the whole podcast. It's now ding, 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 and I hope that doesn't really just bother you later. Let's just take it. Yeah.
Perfect.
It's just too much.
You just set the mood.
Oh my God! It was like so. Sorry about that, guys. We normally don't have the fan on. Okay, so let's talk about some of the covers. Okay, let's talk about why you choose the songs you do, and what's the vibe for that. Do you have like a I mean, there's a progression, right? How do you choose? Okay, we're going to start with this one, and we want this one, and how does that work?
Roper.
Rope. Do you want me to start off? I know we're both going to jump on this one.
They set up the set list. I just do what they say. But
Yeah, he's a good little monkey.
yeah, but they set up the set list to where it's it kind of crescendos. And, yeah.
There you go. Just like Shawn said. Now Rope is done. We just talked about it earlier at dinner.
We're talking about that.
Rope actually put together the last few set lists, and he's done an excellent job of making them flow kind of evenly, and just kind of sort of, and at the very end, kind of giving them nice.
Got the big
So
finish.
I don't know if you want to talk more about that, or
It's just about setting the tone
there you go.
of the scene. Usually we're an opening band, so we're the ones that are doing the heavy lifting for the headliner. So when the headliner comes on, they could just go and
We've already got them
play.
jumping around.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you get them all. You're ground zero. You know, you're the front lines. You know, so
So
I guess you could say we're like the fluffers, huh?
well, yeah, you know, that's an important job. You know,
It is, yes.
I'm already low.
He's at the right height.
yeah. I mean, it's either oh, good
It's
thing that
empty.
was empty.
Yeah.
It's you're,
Wow.
you're good. So no, it's either you're gonna like set the tone and it's gonna be amazing. Or you're gonna be like, oh, okay.
Yeah, we try not to be the, you're okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
so you get dance music too, right? You know, I think people were grooving, you know, when you guys played. I was enjoying it. I mean, the it was cold, you know, the weather was kind of
was cold.
funky. We thought,
Least it was
was it
raining.
raining on you guys? A little
Not
bit?
this time.
Just missed it. As soon as we got off stage, it started to sprinkle.
Okay, that's what I thought, because I wasn't
Yeah.
remembering when the sprinkles
No,
happened, you know.
that was
It was,
Christmas. It was ass cold and
So
rain.
yeah, we played in the rain before. We did play in the rain. We played
Christmas parade.
Christmas parade in Marysville, downtown Marysville,
On a float.
on a float in the rain.
How
Going
fun.
backwards.
Oh my God. I was wondering about that parade. Okay,
Yeah.
we were like
We
not
were, the
there.
only, we were the only band there besides the marching band, and they were like, fuck this, we're out.
Yeah,
And so you had like the speakers or they could hear you? and
yeah.
stuff?
Oh, yeah.
We had
It was
everything.
cranking.
Were you worried about the equipment getting damaged, or
you know,
Had
just
a
like-
cover.
At that
Okay.
point, so we had a 10 by 20 canopy
Okay,
over the whole
okay.
thing. And
Is there any pictures of that?
There
There
it
is.
is. Yeah, actually, if you go,
Would it be in the photos?
it would be in our photos. Yeah,
The equipment stayed dry. I got wet. You know,
Sean,
sacrifice.
Sean got the brunt of it. I
Yeah.
think Rope and I, we were pretty much like this, like Sean and I are. You know.
I was at the front of it, and the tarp was behind me, but the wind was
The
blowing
seatbelt.
it.
Okay,
so,
go back
yeah.
up right there.
I got a
and
little
then,
wet.
Is this it?
That's right there. So if
You'll
you
see
kinda-
a disgruntled looking
you
elf
kinda
on the
go-
drums. That'd be me.
If you go back and forth, you'll see. So you see our setup. That's our whole setup right there.
Oh, that is so cool.
It's just at the dollar. Yeah, we kind of. Where did we get that?
So
Look at him. He
I
looks
need to let you
like
guys know.
Okay.
We actually were sponsored by E&J Music.
We were sponsored
We
by
were,
E&J
yes.
Music. Yes, it was an E&J Music float.
There's Justin's.
Justin's the
We
man.
actually got third place.
How
Yeah, we
do you
did.
still have
Yeah.
this float equipment?
Do we still have the float equipment?
No, like the thing that you were pulling it on in this stage, this portable stage. How did that work? Did you rent it?
That's just
Just a
a
car
cheap.
trailer.
That's a carport, 10 by 20 carport from Harbor Freight. I think we bought for $100 or something.
Hashtag
Harbor Freight.
Harbor Freight. Shout out to Harbor Freight for saving our butts.
I mean, I don't know. You know,
So-
I think this is a cool gig. I mean, hey, I'm just kind of being spontaneous, you know. But why can't you just like for advertisement, cheesy advertisement, sometime just like before you get busted by the cops, just kind of roll down the street, like you know what? It's like you know.
Instigator.
Yes,
He's
yes, she
instigating.
is.
Oh, ideas.
In the summer when the weather's better.
And
you
I'm
know?
not a teller, so it's like, who
Just-
gave you this idea? Like,
Just for like, you know, we'll film you just for like 20 minutes until the cops come and we get in trouble, you
when we
know?
did the 4th of July gig, no cops came, and we were loud as hell.
That was a
we
loud
played.
show.
Yeah, we were loud.
Because you don't have to wait for Christmas to be pulled on a little doll.
What do you think, Rope? Are you down?
Don't they have Christmas in July or something? Isn't that a thing, you know?
Sure. Why does it have to be Christmas thing? Well, why can't we
Right.
just do it just for the.
Right. you
It's
don't
a
have to have your-
Tuesday.
Yeah, you don't have to have an elf hat on to do it, so.
Well, I still have the health out. I might have to
does.
iron it. It got a little wet
But
and
that is
crinkled.
really cool that you did that. Maybe you can be asked again next year. This is really cool. You got the tree. I mean, it's really festive. I'm sorry the rain was there, but you know that.
You're sorry.
You know, you got the band,
You
and
may
you know.
not know this, but
Roper froze to his chair.
rocked up a lot of Christmas carols.
We did, yeah. We did all Christmas songs.
Punk rock Christmas.
Yeah, punk rock Christmas songs. We did all Christmas songs.
8 different songs.
Yeah.
And we redid them,
As we were
Punk
going
rock.
down, yeah.
and we all froze our asses off.
Yeah.
But
But it's not very
we went
often.
out into the crowd, we saw little kids jumping up
Yeah.
and down.
A lot of the people on the
And they
road
were
were.
throwing up the devil horns. It was like, yeah,
Okay.
we're getting warm now.
Kind of compete with
Not
Jesus.
very often. And you see
It's all right.
the rockin' the.
You know what though?
Christmas
We
carols.
have some organizations that we sponsor with during the Christmas time, and then we give a lot of different things to people. And
Okay.
the Maidens of Metal do stuff, and Corey, who's my partner here with Distorted Nation Radio, he also does a Christmas giveaway where they donated. I mean, I don't know. probably $400 items to the different charities this
Nice.
year, and collected so much. We had probably 3 different benefit shows over. So
Right on.
just like the band before, if you guys are wanting to branch off into Sacramento and to do different things, we definitely could throw your name out there in the hat. They're going to watch this episode. Hey guys,
Absolutely,
this
we're
is
down.
damaged goods, and we want you to let them know about when you have the shows at Louis. And you ever heard of Louis Club?
Louis, why is that ring up?
Is that off Greenback? Okay, and it's a really
Louis,
cool little bar.
Yeah.
Not little, it's big. It's got a big stage. And
Okay.
have you ever heard of On the Y? And
I have.
Okay,
yeah.
have you ever
I've
played?
I've eaten at the
We
Y.
haven't played there, but I've,
Okay. We know the owners. One of the owners is Corey. His name is
nice.
Corey, and definitely could get you there if you playing there
Sure,
for
yeah,
jives.
yeah.
The Opera House definitely
House
does
Saloon,
has.
yeah.
They do.
Shout out to our boy
Rod Simpkins.
Rod Simpkins. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So they do cover bands there, and
they do.
of course our friends Wendy and Star Cannon Band. They all do cover bands and play at the San Juan Club a lot.
Okay, cool.
So there's lots of different places besides the
tons,
city
yeah.
of Marysville.
Yeah, we've played up in
Yeah, we were Grass Valley, Auburn.
Okay, Auburn.
Yeah,
Love
we
Auburn.
played up in Auburn, and then before Damaged Goods, Rope and I, we played at I think one of our most memorable shows was a Down Low in Chico. Down Low in Chico.
Okay.
Yeah, so we've
I love Chico.
Yeah, we played so Damaged Goods being so new, I mean, we're barely going to be 3 years.
Okay, so that's
3
how.
years
Okay,
old.
so you're a new collaboration.
So yeah, so it's Rope and I have been playing together for 25 years, off and on for 25 years. So it's been we've been in different. In fact, what were some of the names? I was trying to think some of the names of some of the
Alcohol related.
Yeah, we-
was, and we should talk about that too.
Yeah, let's talk about
it. You want to? Okay, so this is 2000. It was about mid 2000. Rope and I we're jamming some. I'm trying to remember. Some old school Metallica. We were doing some Black Label Society. I think does that sound about right?
Yeah.
Maybe even a little Megadeth. And as quickly as we came up with the concept and started making it a thing, he even drew this logo of this was a whiskey jug or something, or
A moonshine jug.
Moonshine jug. That's right, moonshine jug. I mean, it was a really cool, and he had an AR. It was really cool. So as quickly as it kind of came together, it kind of sort of it got put on the shelf.
Okay.
So mid 2000 mid 2020, in the middle of the pandemic, Rope and I decided to do another project. This is probably number 4 or 5 for us, or something like that.
Well, you know
So-
what? There's a lot of people that stopped and started different things, and we were talking about this earlier today.
Right.
Where when pandemic hit, we didn't know what to do. We're like, okay, we're like, okay, we're not going to go through all the things that they want you to do, and a lot of the venues shut down, and
Right.
so and it costs us a lot of money to do our show because, like I said earlier, we pay for when the volunteers come, we're paying for all their needs, and when we do give back to the bands. A lot of them are poor; they can't afford to hire us out there. So we're like I said, once a month we donate something, and then the rest of the time, we'll hopefully they're going to pay our way. They have to pay our way to go in there, but
Right.
sometimes they don't give us swag, and and sometimes they don't even buy us a beer. So,
Damn it.
and when I
No,
get there,
we'll buy
I
you
need to,
beer.
and I need to drink. So so when I go to do that free show for you, it usually costs me $100, and so because I'm going to eat, I'm gas, and stuff like that, and so we just decided, why don't we just invest, and we'll just take it up a notch, and that's when we decided to just create this podcast studio.
Awesome.
And then we said, let's get them to come to our house, and so we do mobile. We have mobile, and we've done
cool.
it. We
Okay.
went to when it was what was that brewery that was open? It's not open. Out of Bounds Brewery. We've live podcast there a couple times.
We know.
Yeah, and so that's where we also do live podcasting, and it's a lot to bring. And we break down our whole studio when we go there, and we got it all set up. But we are going to do some mobile things. We have things where we're going to get on a train and, interview people that way. It's not always music. It's also anybody in the arts. And, sometimes we do political, not too much. That's more my side gig if we're going to get that way, because we don't want to get canceled for my opinion on things.
Yeah, don't do that.
But we're sponsored by Hellrzzr Clothing, and you mentioned that's why I'm wearing my Hellrzzr shirt.
There you go.
Hellrzzr has been with us since 2015, and they're a American-made company.
Nice.
And OG Stevie is the founder and father of Christopher, and Steven is in I believe Tennessee, so he kind of branched off that way. But Christopher and Stevie are the owners and co-owners of Hellrzzr, and
there you go. You got
it's 1192 Colma Road in Sacramento, and you guys, you got to come down and they're always looking for a model or two, and and so come on down. Come on down and check out the shop, because it's really unique down there. It's a definite it's a place to hang out, and it's
Cool.
And they do some really cool stuff. So if you want to know what it's about down there, then maybe take a road trip sometime, and you definitely want to meet them. So
we definitely like road trips. We do.
Yeah.
Done a few.
So so we talked about the different types of music that you have,
Yeah,
and we talked
yeah.
about the different things. Let's just recap. We're going to go March 11th. We're going to be at the Moonshiners, right?
Fabio Fest, yeah.
Okay, and then
Number two.
number 2, and then after that, April 1st.
April 1st is Milani Optical in downtown Yuba City.
Playing on
the
street.
With Pocket Full of Whiskey, and that's going to be from 5 to 8:30ish p.m. Jeff Milani of Milani Optical said he would possibly let us play till 9 p.m. So
Okay.
yeah.
So here's Stevie. Okay, here's Stevie in the wheelchair. Okay, this is Stevie. He's an amputee, and so he walks. He does have his leg, but a lot of times that when he's not doing well, he's in his wheelchair.
Sure.
And so this is them at Christmas. He built a lifestyle. He's all the art. You didn't really take a tour of our house, but this is something that he created. Just about all the art in our house is created by Stevie. He's a wonderful artist, and he's also a machinist. And so this is what the Hellrzzr shop looks like. This is like, we throw parties down there. We have live bands down there. When you check, you can kick it there and watch TV. There's a couple couches over here, and then we eat a lot of the food. And so
this is a good size place.
It's a nice. This is where they produce over on this corner over here is where they do embroidery and silk screening, and then the old school press, just the press of t-shirts. And so
I would love to.
When you guys you're ready to, I don't know who does your merchandise, but if you ever want to do any kind of merch, you definitely want to. They do a really good job, and as far as give good deals to local musicians, So
we are in the market for somebody to do some merch for us now. So
Yeah, when you get some-
we're in different, take it in strides and different steps.
Well, even little things. Even if you're if you can't do the t-shirts, maybe you want to just go buy some Scoogies and then put those kind of things, or just little things. Stickers get tossed away, but.
Keychains, which we totally
have
forgot.
keychains. Yes,
forgot
yes.
those. We should have brought.
That's
brought
okay. You
some
could
keychains.
next time you can bring me a keychain. That'll be really nice.
It's
Out of
actually
my
kind of
trunk, too.
special because so we were talking about Melinda, the photographer.
Yep.
Well, her dude, David Chunsteady.
Unsteady.
Yeah, he's a good buddy of ours. He actually he's our sound guy too as well.
And he's in Brain Candy.
He's also
Okay.
Brain Candy.
Yes.
Okay.
So he actually made some keychains out of wood and a little laser burner for us.
Nice.
Made our Scully, our little
Yeah, and
skull
that
guy
was our first official swag.
yeah, first official merch. So yeah,
That's
so
cool.
we're starting small, but we need to.
You're small but mighty, okay?
Yeah.
We're taking it there, okay?
Yeah.
All right. Well, so one last time, how we can find you, okay? So we're gonna wrap this podcast up.
Sure. We're going to go to just go to Facebook, like us on Facebook right now. We're working on a website.
Okay.
So with that's in the works.
And
We
they
have-
can message you there. They can
yeah.
talk to
Totally
you.
can message us, and so you get a hold of us. We have a lot of things coming up.
Yeah, but they got
a lot coming.
projects. They got
Yeah.
live music that they're going to produce, and
It's coming.
and
So,
maybe some shenanigans, huh? I challenge
some
you the next
behind the
few practices. Just do some behind the scenes. That's all
yeah,
we
we
want to
will.
know.
Oh,
We want to
yeah.
know how.
We want to see bloopers. We got a lot of bloopers.
Bloopers, that's what we want to see, right? And, do you wear a certain T-shirt when you play, or, this is my lucky hat.
Well, the one I
right?
wear, you probably don't want your mother to see.
You know.
Sean wears some things that we,
Yeah, one of them says, fuck you, you fucking fuck.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Shirt, so,
That's
yeah.
okay.
So, but I do have one more date I want to.
Sure, let's throw it out there.
Yeah, so it's May 20th at 21 Club with Seasons Within.
Seasons Within.
Seasons Within. Those are our boys. We actually.
Oh, yeah, Seasons Within.
We practice
Great,
in the
great
same
guys.
building as them. We also
We drink the same whiskey.
We drink the same
yeah,
whiskey.
yeah.
Yeah.
Out of the same bottle. Yeah.
So it's going to be 21 Club May 20th with Seasons Within, and then Zach Johnson's other band Intruder.
Okay.
That's from 7 to 10 p.m. May 20th.
Okay, well, you heard it here first. This is Shell with Distorted Reality Podcast, and we have Damaged Goods here. And, thanks. We're going to put up some of their music, whether
Awesome.
it's on this clip or it's, in the future, just look them up, okay? Thanks for your guys' time.
Hey, thanks for having us.
Yeah, no
Thank you.
worries.
Thank you.
Yeah.